我是阿婉。2025年12月9日了，最后一个月。出口狂飙与消费疲软，人民币持续走弱，凸显中国经济隐忧。那位于曼哈顿核心地段的华尔道夫酒店，一晚的房价是$2000起，而位于北京核心地段的华尔道夫的酒店，一晚的房价是约合$340。目前在中国，价格低廉的不止酒店客房，麦当劳巨无霸在中国的售价仅为美国的一半。中国制造的商品同样更便宜。一家15智能手机在美国的售价是$999，那在中国是$692。比亚迪海豹追电视混合动力车含全自动驾驶辅助功能，在中国的售价是$1.55万，那在海外城市则会高达$5万左右。中国境内外物价的巨大差异就是折射出当前全球经济最显著的扭曲现象：人民币汇率偏低、低利率、经济增长放缓及政府相关政策等多重因素的叠加，导致人民币持续走弱。部分中国经济学家估计，其低估幅度可能高达1/3，这使得按国际标准衡量，中国物价显得格外低廉。人民币走弱并非中国物价低廉的唯一原因。房地产市场持续低迷，侵蚀了大量中国家庭的储蓄，导致居民消费意愿低迷。多年债务驱动型投资造成工业产能长期过剩，迫使企业为争夺有限的国内客户疯狂降价。汇率仍是中国经济中最关键也最敏感的问题之一。目前$1可兑换约7.1人民币。这种弱势汇率推动中国出口规模攀升至令人惊人的水平。周一发布的官方数据显示，今年中国进出口贸易顺差已突破1万亿美元。中国官方谨慎回避人民币汇率低估问题，毕竟这一状况为中国出口工厂创造了成百上千万就业岗位，但部分背景深厚的中国经济学家开始直言，人民币当前的弱势已严重偏离经济基本面。盛松成退休前曾任中国央行调查统计司司长。在这个对外公开数据有限的国家，他是少数能接触几乎所有核心经济数据的官员之一。盛松成如今在上海的中欧国际工商学院任教。他于11月底在一个金融会议上发表了关于购买力评价的演讲。这是一个经济学的概念，指为使不同国家的同类商品和服务价格一致，货币汇率应达到的水平。这番讲话当时未引起广泛关注。他说的是，如果按照购买力评价的话，那就不是1:7了，可能是1:5或者1:4。宋生成在会上表示，有人算过说，如果真的小于按照购买力平均，那就是1美元换3.5个人民币了。若人民币大幅升值至1美元兑5元人民币以下，按美元计算，计价中国将超越美国，成为全球第一大经济体。人民币持续走弱，导致中国赴欧游客数量较2019年减半，更多人选择成本更低的国内游。政府的数据显示，10月初国庆黄金周期间，中国游客人均消费仅911元。人民币近期的弱势 始于2022年春季上海持续2个月的新冠疫情封锁导致全国消费者信心急剧下滑，此后从未恢复。许多中国家庭和企业因此抛售人民币，购买美元及海外房产、矿山、企业等资产。人民币资产的投资外流也推动了黄金价格的飙升。中国央行的应对举措是自封锁初期至2022年底，允许人民币大幅贬值，此后3年基本维持在同一水平。过去几周，人民币曾出现小幅回升，但央行于周四出手干预，放缓其升值步伐，以遏制投资者对人民币大幅升值的压注。中国境内外物价水平的变化是进一步放大了人民币疲软的影响。过去几年，中国物价一直持平或下跌，而全球其他地区物价却持续上涨。过去5年间，欧洲工厂及其他企业收取的生产者价格上涨35%，美国涨幅达26%。自人民币未通过升值，由于人民币是没有通过升值来抵消这些物价变化，企业将生产转移至中国的吸引力是愈发强劲。过去5年，人民币弱势推动中国对欧盟汽车出口增长了16倍。另一位前中国央行官员缪言亮上周告诉彭博社新闻，当前或许确实是允许人民币升值的窗口期。虽然有在试图学一点点金融，但是对金融还是没办法有这种很深的理解。但是从这个方面上来看的话，就是中国的出口确实是很强劲，人民的工作也是很勤劳，可是没有保障啊。所以说，那你得到的就是说，你光干活了，然后吃的草却不够多吧？就是起码对于一线工作者来说，就有点是这种感觉。我不懂我这个评价对不对，或者说你认不认可？China's weak currency is purging its exports and enjoying criticism. A night at the Waldorf Astoria Hotel in the heart of Manhattan starts at about $2,000 a night at the Waldorf Astoria in the heart of Beijing costs about $340. Hotel rooms are not all that is cheap right now in China. A Big Mac from McDonald's costs half as much in China as it does in the United States. Made in China goods are cheaper too. A OnePlus 15 smartphones is $999 in the United States and $692 in China. A BYD CO plug-in hybrid car sells for $15,500 inside China, including computer-assisted driving, and about $50,000 elsewhere. Large discrepancies between price inside and outside China point to the biggest distortion in the global economy today. The low value of the China's currency, a combination of low interest rates, slowing economic growth, and government policies has kept the country's currency so weak. Undervalued by as much as a third, even some Chinese economists estimate that price in China look cheap by international standards. The weakness of China's currency, the renminbi or yuan, is not the only reason prices are lower in China. A persist, persistent decline in housing has erased much of the savings of Chinese households, leaving them reluctant to spend. A churning overcapacity at Chinese factories after years of debt fuels investment has left companies frantically cutting price for the few customers they have left inside the country. The currency remains one of the biggest and most sensitive issues in China's economy. It takes about 7.1 renminbi to buy a single dollar these days. That weakness has powered China exports to remarkable heights. Official data released on Monday shows that China's war surplus in exports over imports this year has already exceeded $1 trillion. Chinese officials scrupulously avoid discussing the low value of the currency, which has helped create millions of jobs at Chinese export factories. But some well-connected Chinese economists are starting to say the weakness of the renminbi in its way out of life with economic fundamentals. Before his recent retirement from China's central bank,盛松Teng was the Director General of its Financial Surveys and Statistics departments. He was one of the few officials with almost unlimited access to economic data in a country that releases fairly little to the outside world. Now, teaching at the China Europe International Business School in Shanghai, Mr. Sheng gave a little notice talk in the late November about purchasing power parity. That is the economy's concept of what currency exchange rates would need to be for similar goods and services to cost the same in different countries. From the perspective of purchasing power parity, the exchange rate would then be 1 to 7, it might be 1 to 5, or even 1 to 4, Mr. Sheng said at a finance conference, according to a video recording of the event. Some have calculated that if the exchange rate truly reflected purchasing power parity, $1 would exchange for only about 3.5 yuan. If the renminbi were to strengthen significantly past 5 to the dollar, China would pass the United States as having the world's largest economy when measured in dollars. China's economy is so weak that the number of Chinese tourists flocking to European has halved since 2019 as they choose far less expensive trips at home instead. The average traveler spends just $125 for a trip during the country's week-long national holiday at the start of October, according to government data. The currency's recent weakness began with the 2-month COVID-19 lockdown in Shanghai in the spring of 2022. The lockdown caused a precipitous nationwide plunge in consumer confidence, which has never recovered. Many Chinese households and companies have responded by selling their renminbi to buy dollars and other foreign assets from house to mines and companies. The investment exhaust from the renminbi also contributed to soaring price for gold. China's central bank responded by allowing the country's currency to fall steeply from the first day of the lockdowns through the end of 2022. It has then kept the currency at roughly the same level for the past 3 years. The renminbi has begun to recover slightly in the last several weeks, by the central bank stepping in Thursday to slow the gains, acting to prevent speculators from putting bets on the biggest appreciation of the renminbi. Change in the price level inside and outside China has accentuated the effort from China's weak currency. While prices in China have been flat or falling for the past several years, prices have been rising elsewhere. Producer price charged by factories and other business combined 35% in Europe in the past 5 years and 26% in the United States. With China's currency not strengthening to offset this change in price, it has become even more appealing for companies to move production to China. The weakness of the renminbi has helped fuel a 16-fold increase in China car exports to the European Union over the past 5 years. Another former Chinese central banker, Miao Yanliang, told Bloomberg last week that the present moment may indeed be a window of opportunity to allow for yuan appreciation. Thanks for your listening, and hoping your life fully with happiness and joys. Subscribe me, please.